In a game of volleyball, there are 6 players on the court, and the court is designated into 6 positions. Position 1 is our right back player, position 2, right front, position 3, middle front, position 4, left front, position 5, left back, position 6, middle back. So those are the 6 positions. These are not playing positions, they're just 6 designated areas in the court. And in each rally that we start, prior to each serve, before the ball is hit in the serve, the player must be in the correct position. At the start of any set, the coaching staff have to designate where a player stands. So a player might start the game or the set in, say, position 1, right here. As we win the point, the player moves around the court. So a player starting in position 1, just here, let's have our player. So they start the game in position 1. We win the point, and we move, it's now our serve, so the player now moves to position 6. We played the rally out, they win a point, we play another rally out, we win the next point, the player moves to position 5. We play the serve out, we win the point, the player stays here, the opposition wins the next point, we win the next point, the player moves to position 4. So the player, with every time we win the serve back from the opposition, everybody in the court rotates round one position. And we keep rotating around one position every time we win the serve until the set is won. And sets go up usually to 21 points, sometimes to 25 points. In addition to the rotation positions on a volleyball court, which is dictated by the rules, of our 6 players on the court at any one time, we put them in specialist positions. So a player becomes a specialist at playing in a certain position on the volleyball court. Just the same as you have a wing attack in centre, and centre in netball, or a wing defence, or a goal keep, or a halfback in rugby, we have specialist positions in volleyball, and that player will always try, no matter what starting rotation they start in when the ball is served, they will always try to get to that position so that they can play in that position. So our first one we'll look at is what we call our outside hitter. Our outside hitter plays at the left front of the court and is an attack player, usually one of our strongest attack players. This is a natural position. Another player that we have is what we call a middle. Middle is usually a tall player and plays in the middle front, right, and will block on both sides of the net. That's the left side where the outside hitter is, and where our other hitter, attack player, is, which is our opposite hitter. So our opposite hitter plays on the right side of the net. So we have an attack player called our outside, we have an attack player called our middle, and we have an attack player called our opposite. In the back court, we usually have 2 defensive players playing in positions 5 and 6. Alright, that's these 2 players here I have on the sideline, and we'll put them into the court. Position number 5, position number 6. So these are defensive players playing in the back court and basically covering most of the back court behind the attack line for any ball that comes their way. The final position that we have on the court at any one time is our little black player over here, which is our setter. Our setter plays halfway between the back court and the front court, alright, and plays in position 1, and we'll always try and get into position 1. Alright, so our setter will play in here, basically comes up into the front court when our attack players drop back to the attack line ready for an attack. The ball is passed usually from the back court is passed over to the setter, and the setter will set to one of the attack players, who will come in and hit the ball. Right? So that's effectively how the attack plays. I'm going to, in the next little video, show you how attacks are run.